sacrifice of our military and some. GarySiniseFoundation.org.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
We're more connected than ever before. 90% of America's students use some form of social media, but not all of it's used in a good way. Hurtful posts online are leading to social isolation for many. Psychologists say it's bullying in a brand new way. Well, Beyond Differences and I Keep Safe are looking to change that with ideas for students, parents, and even teachers. Take the pledge to be kind online and learn more at wearekindonline.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Going to the question interview brought to you by Oracy Software. The Oracy team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Oracy's motto: when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to oracy.com, ORASI.com for more information. Make sure, please introduce our guest, sir.
Hey, man, she is a poet, wife, a proud Texas Longhorn, clearly. We found out she stayed 10 minutes from O.J. Simpson College, but that's okay, man. And she also writes for Summit Hoops in her downtime. Imani Boyette to the microphone. What's going on?
How are you? Thank you for having me.
Hey, no doubt.
So let's just start with it. When you first got the call that you were being traded from Chicago to Atlanta, first thoughts?
I was excited to get back to Chicago, so that was exciting. And it was close too. Like it was like an hour before the deadline, so I was really just like, so this is not happening. Okay, that's cool.
So they were talking to you about doing it.
Yeah, no, I asked to be traded.
Okay, hold on.
Notes didn't say that. I didn't know that.
Right. I didn't read that one.
We can get to
Yeah, I mean, I think just as a professional, it's different. Like I'm a professional athlete, so if something's not serving me in my career, then I need to do what's best for me. Yeah, everything ain't for everybody.
How do you go in and demand a trade?
Demand sounds so
Okay.
though.
How do you go in and ask, Coach, trade me?
The conversation didn't start that way. It started kind of just like, how do I fit in here? Like, because obviously it wasn't serving either one of us. Like, I finished last season all rookie.
Right.
Averaging a double on the two MVPs in LA. So I expected to, if I did not get better, to at least maintain. And I don't think that we just didn't click. Like the offense was different for me in the way I play, and she didn't necessarily see the same value that I saw in myself. So, if that's okay. Everybody,
gotta go.
That's okay. Everybody don't gotta think you a star, but somebody does.
And, adapting to and coming to a new team. So far, I know it's still toward the middle or the end of the season. What are your thoughts about playing with the Dream? We are on a little losing streak.
Yeah.
So your thoughts on...
I think that there's a lot of talent on this team, and it's just something that we don't have mentally. It's not a talent thing. It's not an effort thing. It's a mental thing, and that's like everybody says, sports is 90%, if not more, mental. Obviously you want to win and you want to come to a team and immediately make an impact. But at the end of the day, like, I'm here for a reason, and I'm excited for that. And I fit in the way we play. Like, I love to run. I love to play defense. I love to rebound. And that's the way that Coop wants to play. So it's exciting to be in a system that I feel like I fit in.
A lot of people don't really like to play defense. Coming out of college, you were co-defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
So, what is it about defense that you like so much?
I was terrible at offense. So.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot easier to put your hands up than to make a layup.
Never thought about it that way.
Yeah,
okay.
I was 6'7" at 13. So
you stopped growing at 13?
Yeah. I grew really fast and just stopped. So, like, I was terrible. Like, people used to come in the gym and be mad because they was like, that's JaVale McGee little sister, that's Pam McGee daughter, she finna blow it up, and I'd be terrible. I would give you 5 blocks, 5 missed layups. Like, so defense was always just easier for me.
Yo, let me just block everybody. I stopped y'all from scoring.
I'm just trying to imagine at 13 being 6'7".
Yeah, I might have been maybe like 6'5" and some half.
But still, I mean, you're over 6 feet at 13.
Oh, no, I've been taller than my parents, to my dad, since I was like 12. Yeah.
Your dad ain't short.
Nah, I probably hit 6'2" in like 6th, 7th grade. Jesus. I used to have a little check mark thing on the wall. My checks, it started off, I'm like, oh, and then it was like,
school shopping was difficult.
Yeah, I ain't had jeans for a cool 3 years. It was Capri's only. Capri's only, man.
Hey, why don't you buy no jeans? I did.
These is jeans. These is normal.
Wow.
Wow. So, in growing up like that, and we'll talk more about that, but did you always want to go to that next level?
Not at all. I didn't want to be. That was funny. We were sitting at my draft day at the table waiting to get called. My family was like, remember you said you wasn't going to be a pro athlete? I never, basketball for me was always a vehicle. Growing up, it was like the only way I can get attention was if I played basketball. So I played. And I couldn't afford to go to college without a scholarship. So I never really loved it until college. And then I didn't think I was good enough to play at the next level. And I got around like sophomore, junior year. I was like, yo, I'm cold. Like, I was like, wait, this might be a job.
I got game, man. Wow.
And then I was like, man, I need to take this serious. Like, let's do this.
Hey, so hold up, make sure we gotta go to break, man. So,
for real? I didn't see the sign.
Hold up, quick. He threw it up on me.
He threw it up on you.
He didn't go high with the fly that time. He went low.
Okay, come on, Coach. I gotta be able to see it, Coach.
It's Monday. We gotta adjust because
I gotta be able to see it, Coach.
Hey, when we come back, man, we're gonna jump into the
6'7" at 13. Think about
pedigree too, because as she named her mom and her brother. We're gonna talk about it when we come back. So stay with us, Sister Crush.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers. People who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Sensation Station Network. Radio 2, Atlanta.
Hey, we're back. Me and Maceo just finally got over the fact that she was 6'7" at 13. But we're
That's crazy.
Doing our crushing interview right now with Imani Boyette, our Center for the Atlanta Dream. So Maceo, you about to get into a question. What was it?
Well, I just wanted to kind of go back. She was talking about her rookie year and how much she loves playing defense. In the playoffs last year, you had tied the rookie record, 6 blocks in the game.
Against y'all.
Against you now, right?
That was me.
Yeah, against your team, yes. What kind of zone were you in that night? And how did you know it was going to be that kind of game?
Oh, I didn't. That was magic. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. They was just they was like, don't talk to her. Let her live. Let her live. Like,
yeah, just let her on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just about, like, we practiced about it and you know, like, just beating people to the spot, being in the right spot. And that's one thing about defense that's fun. And that was hard for me, like, first coming to the league because the game was so much faster. Like, in college, it was, like, slow motion. Like, I felt like I was in 2K. I used to be like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm saying everywhere I need to be.
Yeah, and in the first, like, month or so of the league, like, I was like, it's so fast. Like, I can't even, like, as soon as I think I need to be somewhere, it's already over. Like, I missed the whole play.
Wow.
So, like, that game, like, I was in the right spot at the right time all the time.
So, when you playing defense in the league, and you're playing against some giants, because you got a lady up there in Minnesota, and you got Files, you got, like you said, the ladies in L.A. Playing those giants when you first came in, what were your thoughts?
I was definitely starstruck. The whole L.A. situation was crazy for me just because I'm from L.A. Right. I've been going to games at Staples Center my whole life, so you walk in there and then you got family you ain't seen since 2nd grade in the game. Like, every time you look up, you see somebody. And that was just crazy for me. And then, especially when I made it to the semifinals, and like, because the beginning of the season I didn't play. Like, I barely touched the floor, couldn't cough on the floor. And so, by halfway through the season, I started playing. Then I took the starting role. So coming into playoffs, I'm starting in a semifinal game.
Wow. My
rookie year, like, I was so against 2 MVPs. Like, I'm starstruck.
Right.
Like, I was trashed the first 2 games. I couldn't do nothing. Like, I was just starstruck. And then 3rd, 4th game, and 5th game, I got together. But yeah, like, it's definitely crazy. Like, you just feel it. That's the fun part about basketball, though. Like, you can look up to somebody and be playing them a couple years down the line.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I grew up watching these players, and I'm playing them now. Like, what?
I'm just trying to understand, for somebody who says that basketball was kind of like, it's the thing to do. I mean, highly decorated, freshman of the year, all these different type of awards. So it had to be something.
God bless Big Pam. That's genetics. Like, I've always been naturally good. Like, it's always been that way. Like, stuff that takes people hours and hours to do, I always could just naturally get it. Because, I mean, I've been around the game my whole life.
Right.
I didn't start playing until 7th, 8th grade, but I was in the stands in a diaper at somebody practice. You know what I mean? So I knew basketball much better than I could play basketball. So when I actually started playing, it was just kind of easy.
Well, let's talk about it. Your pedigree is Pam played, your mom played in the WNBA, so she was a first rounder. You was a first rounder. And now your brother, JaVale, he's got the ring.
He got the ring.
Having that around you and being in a basketball family, everybody's still kind of shocked that you said you didn't want to play, but being around does that make you want to be better in the game and just having them as, resources?
Yeah, one thing about my mother is if you got my name, you going to show up. Like that.
Oh, she carried it like that?
Yeah.
That's how she, okay. Yeah.
So, like, before I got married, my last name was Stafford because I had my dad's last name. And when I went to college, I put McGee on my jersey. So I went McGee Stafford. And I'm like, Mom, I put McGee on the jersey, Mama. She was like, oh, if you going to put it on a jersey, then we got a ball. We got to go. We got to go to work. Like, that's exactly what she is. Like, so for her, it's like, make me look good. And then me and my brother, it's just a rivalry thing. Like, it's fun to be able to say I'm better than him or vice versa. So it's easier to do something when you see somebody do it too, though.
Right. Do you get mad when Shaq be going hard at your brother? Especially, Shaq in these streets, in these ATL streets. You get mad at Shaq a little bit?
So my brother got in the league when I was in 8th grade. So people would come to school, say something to me. Like, I don't know how many times I'd have had to restrain myself for somebody talking about my big brother. Like that's my heart. Like, we go to blows for that. So that whole situation, it was one immature just because it'd be different if he was doing them. He was playing stuff from rookie year. Like,
right.
And if it was any other person, it would have been stopped. But my brother don't talk back to the media. He just mind his business. He just a laid back cat. Like, he's a shy dude. So it ain't that deep to him. Because I remember one time I was just like, yo, how you live your life? Like, and he's like, I don't read the internet. Like, the internet don't pay my checks. He's like, they clear. He was like, it's
perspective.
Cool. I could be on Shaq the Fool all the time, but that Shaq the Fool ain't stopping no checks. Like,
checks look nice.
They still clear. Like,
guaranteed NBA money.
Yeah, like, so it's annoying, and like, I don't like when people and after a while, like, you develop a reputation, but he's not one to say something back until it becomes a problem, which is what happened this year.
Now Mama will.
Yeah, now my mama don't play.
Yeah,
Mama Pam, yeah.
Yeah, Big Pam, she'll say something. She gonna say something quick.
Clearly.
So you not only now you're dabbling in the football world.
A little bit, I guess.
You are married to Paul
yes.
Boyette, Jr.
Yes.
He's out there in Oakland.
Number 92.
Number 92 for Oakland. Just that realm of the world. Now you're a wife. He's in the NFL. And how's those conversations these days? I mean, because he's still trying to make the squad as a free agent, and we know the 31st is around. So how's that been?
So I'm very much like, let's get it, and since, like, at the time, we thought we were both going to leave at the same time, which is why we got married so soon. Because we were like, it's going to be hard to do new marriage and new career. Like, that's a lot of stress. And so, like, now I'm just like, like, soak it in. He's so uptight that he this all the time. Like, and I'm like, yo, like, you just played your first professional football game. Regardless of outcome, you can't control it. Just, like, enjoy this moment,
Right.
But yeah, like, it's exciting to have two professional athletes. I don't know how I'm gonna fit into this NFL wife world because I'm just lazy, but we'll see.
So you're right. I don't know if I'm gonna do all that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was gonna let's just not see you on reality TV. Let's not do that.
I can't be on wax.
No. Let's not do these shows, man. Let's not
you'll get the calls because you're an athlete and a wife too.
Yeah, it's gonna be first of all, the show is just gonna look wrong because I'm gonna be up here. Everybody, the camera angle's gonna be off. Like,
be like.
Nah. And
cameraman will be like, all right, let me back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
big wide angle shots.
Angles.
You gotta get this.
Let's shoot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, nah. And I ain't doing the full face for brunch. That situation, you just can't get it. The Louboutins for 10 a.m. dinner, like, it's too much.
I can see you flipping the table though. I
you can see me shaking the table.
I can see you going rogue on somebody. That's what I'm telling you. Just because the athlete in you will take over at some point, you're gonna be like, I'm not with this.
I'm gonna just be like, I actually got a job. I gotta go. I gotta go.
So we gotta do it, Mace. We know we got to.
We gotta put it in the hot seat.
We gotta put you in the hot seat.
Gotta put it in the hot seat.
Yeah, T told me about that. I don't know if I'm ready for that one.
Oh yeah, you ready for it?
You never told him. Can't be snitching, y'all. But we gonna talk about
it. Really, Ty?
We'll be right back.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Keep a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. It's now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them. I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day. I want to be a football stadium. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Station Network. Radio, not dumbed down.
Time for the Hot Seat Hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's time to throw Imani in the hot seat where we ask her some real quick questions, man. And see if she can respond real quick. She's already got a little heads up for one of the teammates. So, Ty, we'll talk to you later. But anyway, you ready to make some?
Sure.
Go where I start off, man.
Kobe or LeBron?
LeBron.
She in L.A.
I'm just not a Kobe fan, though. Like, I think he cold, but I'm not a Kobe fan. Respect it, don't like it.
Respect it.
I thought I was going to get a leg up because she from Cali.
I thought you could.
I thought I tried to sneak. You said I tried to sneak that in. Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get.
When your brother got his ring, were you more proud
or jealous?
Or jealous?
I was proud just because, like, this was a roller coaster of a year.
Right.
You know, we went from not being on a squad to getting a training camp invite to being a national champion, you know? So I was proud. We don't got the type of relationship where we jealous. It's more like a fun rivalry.
It's good. Good fun rivalries. That's good.
Yeah. I was proud of the kid.
Yeah.
Favorite pair of sneakers to hoop in?
Adidas. I like the Ultra Boost.
Okay.
That Ultra Boost is life.
Okay.
I'm also an Adidas athlete, though. So.
Okay. Come on, James Harden, come through.
Yeah.
Come through.
Do you ever play Paul in basketball?
Yes, and if you ask that liar, he's going to say he wins. He doesn't.
He think he's 6'3", got some weight on him. He gonna try.
6'4", 310. Think he's a basketball player.
He try to body you.
Yeah.
Try to take you down in the post.
Nah, man. So the way we started dating, like officially, is because he hustled me. We was playing, like, we was in the gym playing, and I won 3 straight games. He was like, all right, if I win this one, we date.
He went loving basketball on you. He went loving basketball.
No, I'm telling you why, this man ain't made a shot the whole day. He's shooting threes from the 28-foot mark, draining them, and I'm like, I just got hustled.
Yeah, he hustled you.
Just ask me.
So now we know how to play pool with him.
Yeah, nah, man, can't trust it, man.
Yeah. You excited to see beast mode when you go out to Oakland?
I am. Oh my gosh. I was FaceTiming him the other day and like Marshawn walked me in the back. I was like, go get him. Say hi. And he say hi. He was like, man, that man talk like he was like, no. I was like, all right.
Which is harder for you? Watching him go through what he's going through, or you trying to get your career in check?
Ooh, that's a real question. This season was hard. Especially because I just expected so much more from myself. I'm probably my toughest critic, so this season was hard. But I'm also very much like, I want you to get on. Don't worry about me. Like, I'm going to be all right. So I just want him to be straight. Like, that's me. Like, as long as you straight, I'm straight.
What are you looking forward to going overseas?
Do people look forward to that?
That's why I'm asking, because I don't think they do.
That check.
There it is. Overseas money.
There it is.
You was I saw you 2:30 in the morning at Waffle House. What was the order?
I got the All-Star Special, but no toast, hash browns.
You smother them?
You got to burn them, though. I like my hash browns crispy. I got to tell them to burn my hash browns. It's a West Coast thing right
there. 2:30 in the morning, I saw her tweet, I got to get some Waffle House.
Yeah.
What has been special about ATL so far?
The food. I'm currently in a campaign. Thick Monty's coming. So give me a whole season, and it's going to be over. I'm finna be out here thick.
Wait a minute. Thick Monty is coming.
Y'all laughing. I'm so serious. Y'all like.
Thick Monty is coming.
Thick Monty coming. Y'all like. I've been waiting for my moment. I'm finally in the right city. Like I'm like, take me to everywhere. Give me some cornbread.
We always like to ask this. Did you get crunk to a particular music or song before a game?
No, not really. It rotates. I like to get a little ratchet in there. Yeah, but it rotates.
Ratchet music work for everybody.
Yeah.
It seems to work that way. Yeah. What's that TV show that you watch to put your mind in the right place?
Put my mind in the right place? Because all ratchet television is that's.
Also, it's ratchet television for you too.
I love ratchet television. Insecure is my life. Like I am Issa. But
really?
I freaking and everything is so LA. Like Insecure, I'm like, this is real life. Like this is like an actual show.
You watch Power?
I do watch Power. I love Power.
You hurt last night?
I just watched it. First of all, I was mad Tariq was hiding. Like he's about to shoot your sister. Like what are you doing? Huh? You're not gonna say, hey, I'm over here. You're just gonna let her get shot? I'm confused.
Right.
And then I'm mad that she tried to be like, what you gonna say his whole, like they just didn't have no street smarts. Like you gonna say his whole name?
But this is when you raise your kids in a penthouse. They don't have the same street knowledge that Ghost has.
And she tried to get bold, like, I know who you are, Ray Ray. Don't mess with my little girl. If you don't run, child.
Do not mess with Ray Ray.
I'm mad. I didn't know that they were twins.
Yeah. Because she was like, this first. I was just upset because I'm like, why did he just, I'm looking for the principal. You could be like, okay, I'm going to get him. I get the principal for you.
Why does the principal bring a police officer? They call you to the office for that. They don't bring a police officer to your classroom.
You was at a white school, though. The black school, they would have known what to do. The white school, they was like, oh, it must be a good thing. You know, like they.
I mean, her daddy just got off of that.
They didn't know how to handle that situation. It was just too much. I'm upset she dead. He didn't even cry. He didn't try to save her. He can call 911.
They got flyers on social media for it now.
This is too much.
I'm going to wait.
We kind of took it. Hey, we come back, man. We'll wrap this up with Imani. So stay with us, Sister Chris.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Our freedom and security are made possible through the service and sacrifice of our military and first responders. The Gary Sinise Foundation provides many outreach programs supporting these brave men and women. Join us. Donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Your health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260.
Yes, the rhythm. Hey, all right, we're back, man. We're not question interview. Finishing up with our 6'7" center for the Atlanta Dream, Imani Boyette. Yo, so University of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You said you had a chance and was told a pre-show that you had a lot of people want you to go to USC, which is only 10 minutes from you, but you said, I want to go to Texas.
OJ school. Why you didn't go to OJ school?
What made you get to Texas, and how did you like Texas?
I love Texas. It was definitely a culture shock, especially because I came in like during the Black Lives Matter when it first started with Trayvon and all of that.
Yeah.
So I grew up in LA. So in LA, like racism is more nuanced. It's more like socioeconomic than it is so much like black white. So I was like, y'all really still talking about black white? I was so confused. Like I wasn't. Yeah, it was just a lot, and I wasn't like I had never really experienced it, and it really made me check my privilege. Because being an athlete, even if I am immediately, they're like, oh, you're an athlete, all right, I'm going to back up. But my friends don't really get that same leeway, you know? So a lot of the stuff they feel, like I think a lot of time we forget that even having a job and not having a job is a source of privilege.
Right.
You know, like, and so you kind of, because my thing was like, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't directly feel it. And that's privilege, being able to ignore something that don't directly touch you. Mm-hmm. And so that kind of woke me up when I got out there because I was like, you know, like I got to use my platform for something.
All right. Now, everybody talks about how special Austin is. Of course, they're the richest college athletic program. What was it about Austin that makes it so special?
Besides weird white people, that's a thing. Keep Austin weird is like the slogan. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's a very good intro city to Texas because it's not too country where you're just like, this is too much, but you get a little bit of it, and since it's a college town, everybody's kind of educated, and it's a lot. It's like a melting pot of a lot of stuff, and if you like live music, there's a concert like every weekend. Okay. So it was cool. Like I liked it. I like to eat, so they have like a lot of food trucks and food festivals and stuff.
Not no Waffle House out there, though, is it?
There is a Waffle House, but there's only 2 of them, and they're not very close to campus. But I would make the trip.
She'll make it now.
Yeah.
This is kind of what have you learned from your family about the game, the athletic, the pro game, and all of that? What have you learned from your mom and your brother?
So it's very different because obviously my brother's he's been kind of a journeyman, even though he hates that description. But, you know, like he's had his highs and lows in the league. So his depiction versus my mother, she's always been the GOAT. Like she's always been that person, you know? Yeah. So my mom is very much about like just hard work and self-determination and self-discipline because nobody cares about you no more, you know? In college, they need you to succeed because like at the end of the day, I'm paying for you to be here for a year at least. While in the pros, it's like, I can get another year. All right.
I can get another year.
So it's very much about being determined and making sure that you're making yourself better every day. Even when you like this situation don't even have nothing to do. Nothing I do in this practice is going to change what happens tomorrow on game day. But you still got to come in because it's not about them. It's about you. Like, it's your brand. It's your career. And my brother, on the other hand, he's more on, like, just enjoy every moment. Because you could be Kobe one day, and you could be at the bottom of the tank next day. Like, you know, you never know. And the waves is going to come, but you got to be solid. So you got to soak it in. Because at the end of the day, my job is easy. I'm making more than my daddy making. I work maybe 3-4 hours a day. Now that I'm in Atlanta, I really only work like 2 because in Chicago we was practicing like 4 hours. Here we practice like 2. It's nice. Like
wow.
Yeah, like this is an easy job. I had a real job for a month and I'm not with it. You know?
Can we get off this schneid? What is it going to take for us to get off this schneid? Because we need a win.
We do need a win. I hope we fin. We got 4 games left, so hopefully we can win out. Just a pride thing, you know. Like you don't want to finish the season with L's. Like
right.
The pride wise, you know.
Because I know Coop going crazy.
Yeah. It's not fun right now. So
it's not fun. Because Wednesday we got Seattle, and then Friday. I mean not Friday, the 26th.
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday we have Indiana. So we're one of those 2 wins at home, and then got LA.
In Phoenix.
And Phoenix to finish it, so it's going to be interesting. And it's always funny when you playing certain people because, you know, you got Brittany in Phoenix, in Seattle, you got Sue
Stewart,
and Bree, and then you got players like that. When you get a chance to play the taller centers, and we had to have you come back. I'm so sorry because we got so much to go. Before we go, give everybody where they can find out information about you, where they can follow you.
Yes, follow me on Twitter at Imani Boyette. That is IMANI BOYETTE. Follow me on Instagram. Just type in my name, Imani Boyette, or at Imani Trishawn, IMANI TRISHAWN. Snapchat, Pretty Beastie. Yeah, so follow me.
What? Snapchat.
Pretty Beastie. Because I'm pretty and I'm beastie.
We thank you for coming on. We got we know we're going to have you back, so we'll see you.
I had so much fun with you guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem. When we come back, man, Lilian's time. Abdelmalek. We'll be right back.
This is Tracy Hutchins with CBS 46 News. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Uncle Dan?
Mom?
Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside. Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Sensation Station Network.
See ya.
We're going to our second interview brought to you by Oracy Software. Oracy's motto is when a customer engage one of us, they engage all of us. Go to Oracy.com, ORASI.com for more information. Maceo, she's been with us, so please introduce her.
Hey, man, it's called DSA training, Dynamic Speed Agility Training. That's what she do. Boy, and she does it well. Trains athletes from middle school all the way up to the pros. I'm going to let you say her last name, but I just call her Lilian, man, because she makes it pop, man. Go on and get her last name, Glaze.
Lilian Abdelmalek.
Malik.
I got to get the A. The A is the one that throw me.
There you go.
Abdelmalek is in the building, man.
Hey, Lilian.
Hey.
What's happening?
Oh, everything's good.
Lilian, we talked to you before, and it's been a long time, but we're going to just ask you again. What does you, at the University of Florida, what makes you get into wanting to do training of athletes?
It just happened. I had gotten an internship with a sports training company and kind of worked my way up and eventually started my own business in 2009 and been training athletes since I got out of college. So it's been a long time, over 10 years of training athletes.
How does a young lady command, because I've seen you work, how do you command the attention of these guys who are 2 times your size?
Well, first, I mean, I work out with the guys a lot of times. Mm-hmm. So, like the football guys love that I work out with them. I do the footwork, the sprints, just anything that the training entails, I'll do it with them. So I think it kind of pushes them a little bit and they enjoy it. and they talk a lot of crap to me.
And I just want people, and I think I just want to, because we've talked about people in between that you trained. So just some of the people like, people like my friends, Garrison Hurst, and our friend Make Still Knows, and Jonathan Dwyer, but also Dwight Howard, Jordan Hayward, all people like that. I mean, you can put a little names out there. I'll let your name drop a little bit out there, but some athletes you had a chance to work with.
Eric Berry, I've been with him for a couple years. One of my favorite guys to train. Let's see, Jason Hayward. I'm going to be going on my 5th year with him. So it's been a long time
I call
with
him
him.
Jordan. Jason, don't cut.
Yeah,
don't
Jason
beat me up,
Hayward.
Jason. You 6'4", 250. I ain't got no problems out here.
Finishing my last week with Derek Favors and Jaylen Brown from Utah with Derek and Jaylen with Boston. So some good NBA guys. And got an Atlanta United soccer player now. Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of cool.
It was funny to see you guys coming to Peatland Park and, like, say, I mean, here come Derek Favors, got his backpack on, knee brace on, and he ready to work. And you're sitting there like, and because, like, so 2 guys in our group were sitting there like, hey, man, that's Derek Favors. I'm like, Derek Favors finna get this work.
Yeah. Yeah, he works really hard, too. I mean, we do stuff from just sprints to footwork to sand pit workouts to hill workouts to, like, resisted training with, like, sled poles. And so I try to change it up. Each year I try to add a little more dynamic to bringing other people in with me, so it's been great.
Working with world-class athletes, they have to, the one thing about them, they have to trust you, to trust that they're going to get better, going to be to the next level. What is it about you that you can get them to trust you?
I tell them all the time, it's so much more to me than just a trainer and a client. Like, I tell my guys, like, we in this together. So if you fail, I failed. If all your blessings become my blessings. So it's so much more to me than just being a trainer, All
right.
What I like about your method, when you're watching TV and you see your guys, you're tweeting, you're Facebooking, and you're really proud of these guys.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel to see some of the techniques that you've worked on?
Yeah.
And you see it applied out there on the field?
Oh, I love it. Like, it's just everything that, when you see, like, the work that somebody does behind the scenes, and then they excel when it comes time to, like, really shine in front of your coaches, your teammates, and millions of people watching, it fills my heart. It's just such a big thing to me.
Well, I want to ask, we're going to take a break, and we're going to the rundown, but it's all about you. The rundown is about you. How do you not get, because you see an athlete that you've worked with and you saw his hard work and all that, and I want you to answer when you come back. How do you detach when they start, like a Dwight Howard, they go after him a little bit in the media, or Jason, they go after him? How do you, does it emotionally get to you, or do you be like, we can get better? I know him, I know his work ethic, and I know some things. So just think about that. We're going to talk about it when we jump in the rundown. So y'all stay with us. We'll be right back.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool, and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan?
Mom? Dad?
If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside. Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids. But we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Sensation Station Network. Radio 2 Atlanta.
We're going to this Crush Rundown brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Cricket has something up for you. Get a free select 4G LTE smartphone like the Samsung Galaxy M2 plus the $50 bill credit. When you switch, Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. This rundown is all about Lilian Abdelmalek. Chloe?
Yeah.
And just talking about training. Before we left, I wanted to see, how do you, being a trainer of athletes and stars, do you take it personally, or can you remove the personal out of it when you hear because you got some big stars. I mean, especially one Dwight, who was going through what he went through.
Yeah, I worked with Dwight for like 3 years.
Right.
I mean, there's definitely when the media says things, I just know like the work he put in. I know what he does, but you just kind of gotta ignore it. It really doesn't change the aspect of who he is or what he does off the court and on the court and stuff. So, I mean, like I said earlier, like athletes can do 10 things correct and right, and then if they do one thing that's wrong on the court or the field, like they gonna get, backlash on it. So,
big time.
Yeah, it's a hard business. So you just gotta be able to ignore it and just keep working hard and move forward.
With all of the names that you train, so you also do middle school and high school kids. Mm-hmm. How hard is it to get parents to understand just because they come train with you doesn't guarantee D1 scholarship? It doesn't guarantee $5 million contract. How hard is that?
It's not that hard anymore. I mean, it's all about, I tell parents, it's all about progress, right? So, going from one thing to the next. But they see, like, the improvements, then they kind of see, like, the light at the end of the tunnel. But I try to encourage them that, main focus is, if we could get a college scholarship, that would be great. But it's more about being the student athlete rather than just the athlete. So.
Okay.
One thing that amazes you is dealing with different sports. Football, basketball, baseball. They all, even though you can do a general workout with them, you still have to work on specifics. Mm-hmm. How much do you work to make sure that each athlete that you get, you work on the thing that they need to? Like Ryan, you got Atlanta United, that's soccer.
Yeah.
So they may need something different than a football player.
For sure.
So how do you keep knowledge of what you need to get for them to get what they need?
So like speed, agility, explosiveness, all around is very basic, right? You have your foundation, but every sport focuses on different things. So, if I'm with a basketball player, they want to work more on change of direction and explosion for their jumps and stuff like that. Right. If I'm working with a football player, they kind of need everything. They want to work on acceleration, running form, footwork, change of direction. It's kind of everything. Soccer players tend to work more on their speed training and just footwork. So it changes in that aspect. But the foundation, the basics are pretty much the same. Yeah. And then you focus on the individual needs of the athlete from there.
Somebody wants to know, what is the toughest part of your job?
Oh, that's a good question. The toughest part is seeing an athlete get injured. Like I take that to heart. Anybody that knows me, if an athlete gets injured, even if they're with their team, if they get hurt, I'm like, my heart's broken. Like I'm questioning, like I could have done this, I should have done this, and so.
How do you get them to check the ego at the door?
I
said door. I didn't say door. I'm from the country.
The ego.
Because I mean, these are world-class millionaires. They're walking in here, and everybody hope everybody comes in ready to work. But some of them might think they're a little better than that sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of the times, if I know that somebody's coming in and they got a big ego, I just start working out with them, and they tend to be like, okay. Like she kind of knows what's.
It's a reason everybody coming over here.
Yeah,
okay? It's a reason.
I mean, I'm sure it's. I mean, from the outside looking in, what I've heard is that people, when they see me working out, they're like, Lily, for instance, a football player, if he's a corner or something, they'd be like, Lily, you were a DB in your past life.
Yeah.
Your
footwork. Like I said, there's a video out that she shows you her footwork. The little ropes, the ladder that everybody does.
I mean, and again,
I really do believe it too sometimes. I think I was a DB before I was.
I think so too. Like I said, I watched you work. And again, if you want to come get some, she will be at Pete One Pod Friday. 9 o'clock.
Be out there,
but 9:30?
Probably like 10 o'clock, 9:30.
10 o'clock. I mean, come get some. I mean, you're more than welcome to come get some. And you'll find out if it's real. Like I say, I've witnessed it. I've seen it. It's real.
Yeah.
It's very real. Let me ask you this. So you spend Jason is at spring training. You always kind of go. He's always out in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
What are specific things that you guys are working on for him to fly you all the way out there to make sure that he's right before the season starts?
So we really work on like his running form, his acceleration to steal bases, him being able to cover ground when he's like in the outfield. We go from stuff like, balance drills, core strength, but a lot of the focus is on like his acceleration and his speed, just basic speed stuff, and like hip mobility, so he can open up and be able to,
turn that double into a triple.
Yeah. So
I think we got a few minutes. Brian, we got it. Throw in a hot seat real quick. So we got to get you in the hot seat, but before we get there, let me ask you this: best part about your job?
Oh, just everything. I mean, I love my job. Like, I love working out with the athletes. I love joking with them. I love the competitiveness. I love I love working with the kids. Just being able to see them progress. It's great. So I can't complain.
I thought it was real cool because that day you was out there, it was just so many different guys and ladies. Yeah. But everybody listened to the same music.
Yeah.
And I noticed you knew the words to some of the songs. Like, she know the words to that. So clearly they're ripping off on you as well.
Yes, they do. Very much so.
Hey, man, we're going to start off this hot seat, man. Let's get it going. Let's go, Brian.
Time for the hot seat hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, man, so it's Lillian's turn. So make sure you start it off.
Your favorite sport?
Football.
Do you like the Bulldogs of Georgia?
I'm a Gator. And all my UGA guys that train with me, like Justin Houston, Orson Charles, Brandon Boykin, we were having some talks over the off season. Yeah.
Outside of Tim Tebow, your favorite Gator?
That's a good one. Outside of Tim Tebow.
Yeah, he don't count because he everybody's favorite Gator.
I'm a Marcus Gilchrist fan. I just like the people though. Like I'm more about like the heart of a person. But if you're talking about athleticism, Mac Brown was really good. But yeah, Tebow go all the way though.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody loves Tebow.
Everybody loves Tebow. How can you not like Tebow?
Yeah.
We got a chance to work with Eric Berry. What did that mean for you, knowing what he came from and what he went through, and still be able to work with him now? What has that meant for you?
I mean, it humbled me, for somebody like him who's been through so much and is so great at what he does. For him to tell me, hey, I want to train with you, or to come back year after year and work with me is amazing. I got to see him training even when he'd go through remission. Right. He'd come through the gym and start working out. Like, it's something I've never seen anything like it. So can't tell me you tired. A healthy athlete can't tell me you tired when I've seen seen that. Yeah.
what's the big picture for you? What's next for DST training? What do you ultimately want it to become?
Oh, I want it to be the spot in Atlanta, like where any athlete comes to. Like they come into Atlanta and they know exactly where to go to get some work in. That's with DSA. So it's, a work in progress every day.
We got more questions, but we're at the top of the hour. So, all right, Prime, let's do this reset, man. We're at the top of the hour. We'll be right back.
Well, you'll see what happens. Sensation Station Network.
Hey, we're back. Took a quick break real quick because we still in the semi-hot seat with Lilian. So Lilian, which sport, even though you say you like football, which one is funner for you to train?
The NFL program that I have is like my baby. I've grown it throughout the years, so that's probably I love training the football guys.
What's better, seeing a kid sign that scholarship or seeing one of your pros get that contract extension?
Wow. Big signings on both of them.
The kid getting the college scholarship, for sure. I mean, that's a hard one because I love even like seeing a free agent, you know, get picked up or anything like that. But seeing a college athlete like work hard and get that college scholarship is pretty cool.
What is it for kids to be able to be in high school and work out with some of these guys? Do you get a chance to blend them in sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
With that, what is it for them to see that Derek Favors right there?
Yeah, they love it. Their eyes get huge, you know, when they walk in and they see some of those athletes. But I think they, being able to see how hard those athletes work, those pro athletes work, I mean, I think it puts a perspective for the young athlete to say, yo, like, they make money doing this and they still work hard. So.
Does it? I know it rubs you in a real good way to see these free agent guys who are waiting on the phone calls, who show up every day and still put their work in.
Yeah. I mean, I know at times it can get frustrating for them. And, every day they waiting on a call. But once they get that call, it's a great feeling, even for me. And I'm not even the one on the phone call. So.
You just sit there like, we did it. Mama, we made it. It's just when you get the response from an athlete that say thank you or you helped out a lot. Do you get a chance to say, man, that's a good feeling? Do you sit back and enjoy some of your works that you're out there doing? Or?
Yes, yeah. Especially like when I'm at home watching on TV like the games and I see them like do a great play or Jay Hay like hit a home run or steal a base, like. It's just, it's a great feeling. Like, all that hard work that we put in is paying off. I can imagine,
Mace, they sit there and they be on the commentators, man, he look like he's in great shape this season. You like, that's right.
Let me turn up this water a little bit more. Let me drink this water a little bit more. Again, you watching, how is it for you watching the game? Especially like, say, you don't have no dog in the fight. But you're watching the movement aspect of it.
Like, I'm horrible. I can't really, I have to force myself to be like, Lil, just enjoy the game. Like, when I watch games, I'm sitting there looking at the way the run back's running. I'm like, he needs to work on his knee lift. He needs to work on his stride length. Or
I'm say, hey, Lilian saying he working on knee lift.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start retweeting a lot of your tweets. Man, you need to come down to Atlanta and get you some work.
Yeah, I just talked to Lilian. She said your knee work.
You need people in Paul. We
need to open up that stride length.
So when you get to see working with athletes who coming off injuries, what are some of the things that you try to work with them to, one, strengthen the injury, and then one, to get them back to the level that they want to get to?
Depending on like the injury that we're facing, we kind of go through like very slow progressions of speed training. Like, I literally tell people, that saying, crawl before you walk before you run. Well, we gonna walk through these drills first before you run. So we can kind of get that muscle memory going and get them back.
Can you stay with us after we got one more segment? We got to do this segment because Real is going to be up next. But I want to ask you some more questions before we leave, because we got to also pump.
All right.
Yeah.
Got to pump DSA, baby.
Pump it. So just hang around with us.
Okay.
You're going to hear us do really, and then after that, we're going to come back and talk with you.
All
So
right,
stay
sounds
with us,
good.
Sister Crow.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day. Football stadium. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
Really, Lace? Really, Glaze? Really, Crush fans?
This is the section of the show where we question the intelligence of our sports brethren.
Sensation Station Network. Radio, not dumbed down.
Hey, man, we got to get into this. Really brought to you by Rocket Sports -1. Not for the mediocre. Rocket Sports -1 is the fitness gear you use to skyrocket your life. Go to www.rocketsports-1.com for more information. And what's the motto, Maceo?
Rock the rocket, baby.
Rock the rocket, man. So, Maceo, what you got for us? First, really,
hey, man. Really, Floyd Mayweather Sr. Why are you going back and forth with Justin Bieber, man? What does Justin Bieber know about boxing, man? They just asked Justin Bieber, do he think Floyd gonna knock McGregor out? Who cares what Justin Bieber answer is? Floyd Sr., look here, man. Let's just go cash this $900 million check and ride off into the sunset, man. We not arguing with Justin Bieber.
You know Floyd going.
Really?
You know Floyd got to always get his piece in.
Well, but you know, this is why you don't let people like Justin Bieber walk to the ring with you, be part of the money team. You don't do it.
Blake Bortles. Really?
Ooh. Ooh.
It's supposed to be your squad, man.
Blake Bortles need DSA.
Yeah, he do.
He need a lot of DSA.
We're going to send Lilian down there to get you because
he need a lot of DSA.
This is his, Maceo. This is his squad. They bought the receivers. They bought the running backs.
They talking about give him $100 million.
They were about to get you paid, and now you in a quarterback controversy.
Yeah.
With Chad Henne. Nothing against Chad. Chad is a good backup, but he's now got a potential for the start job because you obviously don't want yours. Come on. Come on, buddy.
Sign yeah.
All right, what you got, Mason?
I mean, really, Nick Saban. So you think you overrated? You know, minus your NFL career, Nick Saban.
Yeah,
you're a pretty good college coach, man. I think you probably the best coach in college football. But they did a survey, and they say right after Jim Harbaugh, he's the most overrated. Nick Saban at number 2. I want to know who did they poll for? Who did they poll on this?
coaches that keep getting beat by them too.
Right, because Nick Saban, the truth, you can say a lot of things about Nick Saban. Overrated, not one of them.
No, it's LSU fans.
It's not one of them.
Rita Didrik Mills, and I'm not going to pound on you because you are a young man. You're 19 years old, but me and Make Sure always had this saying, and I hope you're listening, and I hope people tell you this. Never let the game be taken away from you from things that you can control.
Boy.
And Georgia Tech recently kicked you off the squad, and you will get another team because you're a great athlete. You led Georgia Tech in rushing last year, and also in rushing touchdowns. Listen, you got another shot. You will get another chance, but everybody can't play this game at this level. And if Georgia Tech kick you off, we rarely hear this come out of the flats, this type of situation. So Deidre, if you get another chance, which you will, Paul Johnson has said, hey, I talked to you. Please take it. Don't keep running it. And if it's for what I heard it is, it's really not worth it. That, again, I don't know why it is. I always hear this same thing about when athletes get kicked off. But you keep doing it, and it ain't funny because now you about to throw away everything.
Make your mom and daddy look bad, man. Yeah. Think about your mom and daddy name, man. Yeah. People don't think about their mom and daddy name enough.
If you can't play the game that you love because of that,
yeah,
do you really love the game?
Nah, you don't love it. You like it.
Well, what you got, man?
Really, Conor McGregor. So now you're saying because we got smaller gloves that we're going to use Saturday, it went from 1 round to 2 rounds. You're going to knock Floyd out in 2 rounds.
Okay.
Really, Conor McGregor.
It makes you feel good at night.
Take your biggest payday that you're going to ever get in life. Yeah. And, man, please ride off into the sunset, man. I'm tired of you already. Yeah. And we hadn't even got to Saturday yet. I am officially sick and tired of you.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy from now on out, man.
I'm tired of Conor McGregor, man. So, really, dude.
Really, to the media. You just threw James Harden under the bus. Jay Harrison, I'm sorry. And you said that he said that if he saw any players sitting during the national anthem, that you would personally make sure they get up. Because if you ain't in a wheelchair. And James said, man, I ain't say that. And everybody ran with it.
Everybody ran. Just like the dumb Chick-fil-A story that everybody ran with about Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Y'all all ran with it. Y'all was calling James. You was trying to. And look, James got other thing to worry about. James trying to stay on the squad.
Right.
James still lifting 8,000 pounds in weird ways that I've never seen before, man.
Right.
Could you train James? Lillian, could you train? Could you with all of his workout ethics?
You got a sled that can push 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of his workouts? What have been
so you got a drill for him, huh?
I'm sure I could come up with some things that might make him a little second guess if he's really that athletic. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's why you can't trust trainers, man. they always trying to push the envelope.
You be like,
you can do a little more. I'm tired. You can do a little more.
Yeah, I thought I could do that. You saying that? Okay.
Yeah.
Really, Lily?
Yeah.
Lillian says, I'm sure I can figure out.
I can come up with a drill. That's crazy.
Anything else for you,
see
man?
why you can't trust trainers? Really trainers.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do get tired. Just because y'all don't get tired.
It happens. I have had some guys come in and they be feeling really unathletic sometimes, but
questioning decisions in life.
Hey man, just meet us at Piedmont Park on Friday, baby. Around 9:30, 10.
Make sure they be like, man, I ain't about this life no more.
Bruh, when she say water break, you ought to see them run over there, that water.
All right, we'll be right back. We got a little bit more with Lillian. We got to wrap it up with her because we got some good questions for her now. So stay with us, Sister Crush.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Great leaders aren't born. They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Hey, man. See, Tommy need to listen to this from Power. Never get on your own supply. But
He got that from his mama.
Yeah.
Oh, but he be supplying his mama. But
Yeah.
let's keep going.
Let's keep going. We've had our power moment. But we are here going to continue our conversation with Lilian Abdelmalek.
There you go.
There it is.
Once that boy slow it down, the boy good.
It don't take but 18 times.
He good once he slow it down.
I think by the end of the last time I had her, like, she was like, you got it. Like,
oh, yeah. You shot through that thing like a pro.
Yeah. It's Lilian training and getting them. What is best for you? People coming around or word of mouth from other athletes?
Definitely word of mouth.
Right.
Like athletes just, hey, where'd you train for the off season? And then, they start to come through.
That again, what is it about the human body? Because people always say, age gonna catch up with you, but then you have another school of thought. You trainers feel like it's still a way for you to train.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about the human body that we can just continue to push it?
Once you start eating right, you can change things, so it's like from your eating patterns to your strength, just, overall, like being able to, progress the body into like being stronger and healthier at no matter what age, is amazing. Being able to see an athlete get faster, and they think like, no, I'm slow, and you can help an athlete like, lower their 40 time or just by what you do in the training aspect, so.
Do you feel pressure, though, when you get an athlete who's maybe a free agent and he knows he needs to work on or get that time a little faster or work on something? Do you put any pressure on yourself or you just work with them to, get there? I mean, that's got to be,
yeah.
They want you to get that contract.
For
or,
sure, yeah. No, there's a lot of pressure. There's pressure every day. Like, I just always go back to the NFL guys because I have so many of them, which is a blessing, but every day is a pressure, Every day I'm saying a prayer before I go out there, make sure everybody's healthy. That's a huge responsibility. The last thing I ever want is for any athlete to get hurt. So.
Yeah, because I can see, man, Lilian, they say I need to get that 4.5.
Yeah.
Can you get me there? Because, it's.
And then, there are those guys who really think, like, that they're faster than them, what they really are, and trying to explain that to them can be a little difficult sometimes.
Like,
so,
bro, you ain't got
you got to have those talks sometimes.
And it's always about that speed. It's just speed. That's all people at the professional level. It's just about speed.
Yep. So, it's definitely hard, especially haven't been doing too much combine or pro day training because I travel for Jason during that time of the year.
Right.
But, from my past understanding, combine training is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You know, I used to work with Tony Villani, who owns XP Sports down in Florida, and that's a lot of pressure right there. Especially when you're dealing with some top NFL draft picks, and you're trying to get their stock up. So that's a lot of pressure.
Cause I can imagine, because like you say, combine training, no matter what nobody say, it's money. It's the money at that point, and these kids come in, they know it's a business now, and getting that. So when you training high school athletes, do you feel like it's a more pure training? And I say that in the fact that they are enjoying the training, trying to do better things to get that scholarship. I mean, signing a scholarship and signing a contract are very big in people's lives. But when you get a high school athlete, that you have a chance to get that free education.
Yeah, I mean that, and just there is a lot of pressure on these high school kids, though.
Yeah.
I mean, kids that are on AAU teams for basketball, or just the football aspect. I mean, there is a lot of pressure on these kids to want to be the best. So they work hard, and I hear a lot of things.
Can you remind them that the goal is just to get that scholarship? Everybody not going D1.
No, I mean, and some kids might not even get a college scholarship to go play
Right.
sports. So, I mean, it's just about, at the end of the day, I really like the fact that working hard sports, it really does help with the foundation of them as they get older. Understanding work ethic, understanding how to treat somebody, understanding, that not everything is going to be handed to you on a, silver plate type thing. So, hard work always pays off.
And it ain't easy. That's hard work. How much of your job is working on the mental aspect of the athletes? Because like you say, some people think they tired. I can't do another set. And you have to be like, yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah.
That's the mental game is tough.
Mental game's tough on me. I'll be working out with the guys sometimes, and I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna die, and I gotta have this straight face, like it's cool. I'm good.
It's easy.
This easy work. No.
Somebody else on Facebook had a question. They said, what's the feeling you're gonna get once you have a Hall of Fame athlete on down the line?
Takeo Spikes.
Hey.
We already got one.
We already got one in.
We just talked to Takeo.
We just went to Takeo.
Yeah.
I mean, he is like one of my biggest supporters for sure. Like he is.
Yeah, he the one say too though. He said, "Don't be fooled by that smile." I said, "Look, I seen it."
I got to go and experience him getting inducted in the Hall of Fame in Alabama. So that was really, really cool.
Wow.
And it had to be crazy to see you got big old Takeo, and then somebody in Takeo like, "Oh, this my trainer right here." They'd be like, "Well."
Yeah, I get it all the time. I think I was on a flight with a high school coach who was bringing in his girls. They had won the championship. I was coming from St. Louis, and I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm Garrett Seiler's speed agility coach. Garrett Seiler plays overseas. He's like, who? You? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, all right now.
Hey, they don't know that you got that dog mentality in you too, cause you tough on them.
Okay, Lilian, we can't make this an every 2-year thing, so you got to keep in contact.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we got her now.
Yeah,
we got her now. So.
Where can they find out more about you, though?
You can go to www.dsa-training.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at LilyDSATraining.
We thank you.
Yep, no problem. I enjoyed it.
That's my dog, y'all.
It took 2 years.
Again, if y'all want to come get some, we'll be at Piedmont Park.
Don't let this
Friday
soft, smiley voice with the good nails fool y'all.
Come get some Friday. I welcome you. Come get some.
And I'll always work out with you. As much
Always.
as I can. Yep.
Always.
All right.
Yeah.
Come back. You got to take some more photos, man. Stay with us. It's a crush.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush. On SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Boyette Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids. But we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to save.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
What's up? It's Garrison Hurst, University of Georgia. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Go Dogs.
Hey, man, we're back. So we're going to jump into it, man. It's that time of the week. We just extended a little differently this day because we had Lilian. We had to make sure we get Lilian some time. It's Wide Eye Corner, man. We'll make sure gets to get his time to talk about something. Make sure what you got for us today, brother.
Hey, man, so this, man, today I had a nice diatribe, everything wrote out, man, about, you know, what I was going to talk about. But then life happened. Life happened, man. You know, you get a text, you get a phone call that you don't like to get. And, you know, when people start telling you to verify this and do this, you know, it's never a good thing. Right. Lost one of my dear friends over the weekend. You got a chance to meet him. Yep. Treated you just like he done known you forever. Like I was part of the crew with y'all in this. Tony Hartnett has always been that kind of guy. Right. And to know Tony is to know that you always really, truly have a real friend in your corner. Right. Now, he gonna make you mad. Now, you and Tony Hartnett not friends if y'all don't fall out like 3 to 4 times. But he not gonna let you stay mad at him. Nah. Because he gonna call you and he gonna, you know, hey, man, what you doing? And act like y'all just didn't argue like Tony. We just argued. But that's the kind of guy he was, man. It's very rare you have like this real solid people in this world. Right. Tony Hartnett was one of those people. Whenever your mom and dad have like just the greatest and just the fondest memories of a guy, you know that guy's had impact on your family. Right. When we was in high school, he went to several schools, but he graduated from Banneker High School, and he stayed right up the street from us. He was always at our house, all the time, and you know, I didn't have, you know, I got a younger brother, but you know, me and William were like 5 years apart. To have somebody your age that y'all can just talk about everything, right. And we always just went on these crazy missions. Right. Tony was that kind of guy, and him passing over the weekend, man, it's gonna be something that a lot of people. It's gonna be hard for a lot of people to get over, man, because he was just the kind of guy. You needed anything, he was gonna be there to help, and if he couldn't help you, he was gonna find somebody to help you. Right. guy who was a business owner. Tony had every job in the world. He was a barber. He was a real estate guy. End up, he owns the JR Crickets on Panola Road. And again, we wanted to do an event. First thing he said, man, do it out here.
Yep.
And I can always remember when Tony first decided to open this Crickets. I'm like, man, why you doing it way out there? He was like, hey, man, don't nobody know me out there, man. It's time for me to build my thing. And he became a staple of that neighborhood because that's the kind of guy he was, man. God never met a stranger. Right. Everybody know Tony. And, again, just seeing all of the, the heartfelt condolences everybody giving out, man. You know, the guy was a father. The guy was a friend, man. Gonna definitely miss him, man. And like I say, it's so many. I was trying to just sit and think what story that I could tell that would be family family oriented because we did so much and like
do a book, man.
Right, because the thing, one of the funniest stories is sports related. Me and Tony went to the Jordan last game in Atlanta.
Okay.
And again,
other side of the screen.
We were part of the 30,000 people who couldn't see the game, and it was so funny because we sat. He was cutting hair at the time. We at the barbershop. He like, hey man, let's go see Jordan. I'm like, all right man, yeah, let's go. He like, now we ain't gonna be able to see him. I'm like, nah, we're gonna be able to see him. So of course, we couldn't get no tickets.
Right.
So Tony being Tony, oh man, we just gonna go down there. So who do Tony bump into? He know the scalper. Scalper like, hey, how that? He like, hey man, me and my boy need two.
Yeah.
He like, man, here. We walk in. So again, Tony thinking, cause Tony, oh man, I know he got us tickets on the other side of the curtain. We go in, we get our food, we walking like, so we know we in.
Right.
Lady, we showed her usher our ticket. She like, oh nah, y'all on the other side.
And it's in the dome now.
In the Georgia Dome with the curtain up.
With the curtain.
So we didn't get to see Jordan, but we sat in our seats.
You was in the arena.
We was in the arena. This boy ordered food for everybody around us. He like, look, since y'all can't see, I'm going to feed y'all too.
Yeah.
And again, this was the kind of guy Tony Hartnett was, man. So, man, like I say, man, I was all in my feelings last couple of days. And, I mean, this going to hurt for a while.
Right.
Because me and this guy, we experienced the first BMF episode together at Strokers.
Yeah.
Strokers was our spot. We were like the throwback Jersey Kings.
Right.
And he was just a guy who, whenever you needed a laugh, whenever you needed somebody to talk to on a serious note, or whenever you just wanted to bounce something off somebody,
right,
he was the guy. And the one thing, we had these Wednesday conversations we would have, and he always ended. He one of the few guys who always end the conversation with, hey, man, I love you, man.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
Yeah.
So, man, Tony Hartnett, bro, man, I got you, man. I love you, bro. Gonna definitely miss you, man.
Yep, and mine is real quick. We're about to go to break, and I did feel like for him to do what he did for us for the show, when I seriously mean it, wasn't the first to believe. And it was may have been because of May Show, but I got pictures with the cat. And I'm like, why am I at this party with these guys? And he also introduced me to Cuddy Cartel, too. So, yeah. Rest in peace, homie. Thank you. We'll talk to you later. We'll be right back. When we come back, man, we're going to talk about our weekend. You ready, Mace? Let's go.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Hey, we're back. Right now, man, we're about to talk about, give y'all a little something that we did over the weekend. We had a chance to cover the Corky Kell Classic. For those who don't know who's out of state, the Corky Kell Classic is a real big kickoff for high school football in the state of Georgia. They do a 3-day event. They do the first of the day in Macon. They had 2 games in Macon. Then they come back to Atlanta, and they did it at Georgia State. They had 2 games on Friday and 5 games on Saturday.
Yes, indeed.
So I want to talk about it from a couple of aspects. Make sure your thoughts on the games this weekend.
Well, the first thing I enjoyed was seeing the guys. I wanted to see all of the kids' faces when they first walked out and took a look inside Georgia State Stadium, and all of the kids' eyes were like just lit up because it's such a big place. And for guys, a lot of guys who probably came to see a Braves game, to see it transform now to a full-fledged football facility, I mean, very big deal.
Right.
Very big deal.
And that's one thing we noticed when we got there a little earlier. We saw it 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
So we saw it. To me, I haven't gotten over it. I just want to talk because I still can't get over how things change so fast, Maceo. Because we'll come to a place and it look like it still got about 3 months left to be done.
Right.
And we'll come back 2 weeks later, it's ready, and we like, what did I see? And it's like, but Georgia State has done a real good job.
A testament to the extra hours that these people put in. Clearly, and like when we had Charlie here, Charlie Cobb, who's the athletic director.
Yeah.
It's people who doing work for free down there.
Yeah, because he was like, we're gonna have it ready. I'm thinking like, no, y'all like.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
And it was, there was some incidents, like in the press box, there was one.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it ran well. Aggregation work, people ate. It was so many people that they ran out of food, I heard.
They ran out of food. They ran out of drinks. They ran out of food.
They was like, so, I mean, that was a testament of people coming.
Right. Right.
So on a field perspective, Mace, I'm hoping that, Georgia State's going to play there all year. I'm hoping that some of the local Atlanta public schools take advantage of this stadium. Because it connects with 75, 285. You can get to it from 20.
You can't miss it.
It connects to a lot of highways. And I think it's a real good look for DeKalb, Fulton to have a chance to play
everybody.
And it's a legit big field.
Big time.
I know everybody want to get into brand new and shiny Mercedes-Benz, but I think this is a good one for
Mercedes-Benz Stadium going to swallow up your event.
Yeah.
Because Mercedes-Benz Stadium is bigger than the Georgia Dome.
It's ridiculous.
And it's going to swallow your event.
Shout out to everybody out there still watching that video, man. It's like
400
views a day.
Yeah. But you know what's, we're getting there late. But one of the things that I did enjoy about the Corky Kell, what I always enjoy, being able to talk to the coaches, sidebar, and I guess we're really media now because folks are always like, we're off the record.
Yeah.
And once you off the record, then they just really, really run wild. And it's always funny because you read the stories that are in the paper about certain kids, but then you know the story about the kids.
Right.
And it kind of, puts it in perspective. This kid is a phenom, but then you don't understand why he's a phenom. We know why he's a phenom.
We want to break down some of the games that we saw. There was one kid in particular that, he was playing a school I was dealing with, Kell High School, and I've heard his name because he committed this week. I think he committed to, I don't want to say where he committed because I could be wrong, but the kid from Tucker, the receiver. Before we get to that, make sure we got a caller, man.
Hey, caller, what you crushing on?
Maceo Glaze, I'm crushing on the show.
What up, Mike?
What's happening, Mike?
Oh, just calling to wish you condolences, Maceo.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. You know, that's a Banneker Trojan right there too, man. So, you know, he was in he was in the family.
Yeah, what year did he come out?
He graduated with me. He graduated in 91. He was right after you, Mike. He probably hadn't transferred. Yeah. You had graduated, Mike, so he came on in.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks, Mike, as always, man.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Hey, man, wait,
right,
real quick. Hey, before we let you go, your thoughts on the running back from Georgia Tech getting cut today?
Man, he's not supposed to get down like that at Georgia Tech. We have a higher caliber, a player and a student athlete at Georgia Tech. So he might need to take that to UGA.
Oh, Mike, you went petty at the end.
I got no yards on us, but you can take it to UGA.
Oh, man. We about to take a break on that one, man. Thanks, Mike, for calling, man.
All right.
Man, what number did Mike call us at, man?
Hey, Mike was being petty at 678-613-5857.
You ain't supposed to do that, Mike.
He did it.
We'll be right.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids, but we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want to
stadium.
be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids, but we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
And so a new American industry has been born. Sensation Station Network.
Hey, we're back, man, and we were just going over what we were able to see. And high school football is here and it's ready to go. And in Georgia, it really gets down. And one thing that we like to hang our hat on in Georgia is good high school football. There's a kid that I saw this weekend, and it makes I saw the Kel Tucker game. I was that game. And there's so much that's in your mind. You hear people's name, but to see them makes you realize why.
That number one?
Joshua Van, number 2.
Oh, number 2. Yeah. Dog.
Okay, so let me just give y'all this game. And there's a mini game. They ended up beating Kel 28-27, which was an awesome game. It was hot, but it was awesome. And the first thing that caught me, he catches his first touchdown on a little fade route. Kel got hanging on his hand, on him. He sticks the right arm out there, and I swear I heard a vacuum say, yeah. And I looked at everybody. Did he catch that with one hand? They were like, and at Georgia State, they got the big board now.
Yeah.
They put it back on big board. You just heard everybody say, oh, he caught that. And then he went 7-8 the next one he scored.
Yeah.
And then he scored. Then he did a screen that was too far. He sticks the left hand out, one hands it.
Yeah.
Turns it upfield. I'm just saying, like, and I think he went, and I know he just committed to a school, so I don't want to say it wrong, but he just did. And I was like, why is he so touted for stuff? To see it,
yeah,
it changes your mind.
Sometimes when the lights come on, those kids perform. What I'm always interested in seeing are those guys that nobody know about, and they just burst on the scene.
Right.
And you saw a lot of that. Like I say, you know, it's kids that you know, but then like say, like the Buford game.
Oh man.
You know, Buford got 2 backs that are already committed, but probably the best back is the third back. He third on the depth chart. He probably better than 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And that is crazy. But it just, again, the level of talent. Buford, this kid going here, this kid going here, this kid going. They got so many kids.
And that's why, and it's interesting. I'm gonna tell everybody the greatest thing about high school sports is you get to see names. Yeah, there are big names in high school because of what so many different publications talk about them.
Right.
It's the ones that you don't hear about.
Yeah.
You be like, who is that kid?
Yeah.
And all that. And to see that's the core kid. I'm wishing and I hope. This is just me. I'm hoping that I would love to see more Atlanta schools involved in this type of thing at the beginning of the season.
Got to get that money up.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be cool to see more schools because Cal is in Cobb County, then they do Gwinnett, and sometimes the lowest schools from a lower state. I like to see Atlanta public schools do something like that. I'd love to see a classic start off the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And find a stadium and do it because these are times when you get some writers to come out and see you.
Mm-hmm.
People like us to come see and just watch football, just to watch it all day, Maceo.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all for it. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Because to me, it seemed like, I'm there for all of it.
Yeah.
We
did our split shift because I started the morning.
Yeah, and listen, if I didn't have family stuff to do early that day,
yeah,
I would have been down there for all of it. Because, I sat through all of it last year.
You built for that.
Yeah, I'm there for all of it.
Maceo built for a 5 straight game. I was like, I got down there and I was looking at the game. I was like,
because for me, what I like about it is, like I say, to be around those guys in media row, and they have this perception of what this is, and then to be able to really tell them like, nah. See, you going on what you read,
right?
I'm telling you what I know, because like you got your source, but see, your sources are something that you read. Listen, we know the coaches, we know the guys,
and just to make sure, you can go to CorkyKale.com to see this, but the game's Thursday was down there, and they played at Mercer University.
Mm-hmm.
That's big for kids. Married person lost to Lee County 21-17. Jones County defeat Houston. You don't say it Houston, it's Houston. 42-3. Found out a kid running the quarterback there from Lee, and from Jones is that dude they say.
Well, you got to think now. The Fromm boys transferred from Houston County.
Exactly.
So you got a kid that you've been grooming to take over the program from his brother.
Yeah.
They transferred to the crosstown rival.
What a different year make for Roswell. They lost to South Forsyth. Well, we'll keep going on that. Buford Hillgrove 48-17. That's crazy because it was 17-7 going into the half.
Hillgrove doing numbers early.
I left like
talent.
I was like, oh man, Hillgrove. Well, they said nah. Buford went at halftime, did some things.
Hit him in the mouth.
And we go and just give it. I think we're about to go to break, but real quick. Tucker beat Cale. Archer defeated Brookwood. Colquitt defeated North Cross. Mill Creek defeated McKeechee, which was a real good game. And North Gwinnett lost to Walton. Congratulations to all those young fellows and men and women out there. Men. And the fans was there. It was all hot. But one thing that was undefeated out there, that heat was undefeated. Boy, we'll be right back.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the right seat. That's safercar.gov/the the right seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
We're going to this Crush Recap brought to you by
Blunt Power.
With Blunt Power, 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power.
Go into their website at bluntpower.com or go into their website, Facebook or Twitter at Blunt Power. Hey, man, great show today, man.
Yeah,
great
man.
show.
Ladies' night. You dubbed it Ladies' Night.
Yeah, we got to finish with a lady. Hey, so, Kennedy.
What's good? What's good?
You're the only one this week because you got other duties Wednesday.
Big duties.
Big time duties.
They upgrading me now.
You get the parking pass this week.
Oh, yeah, I like that parking pass.
Do it big. Yeah, you got to do it big.
Do it big.
Yeah. What did you learn today?
I learned a lot as per usual. I love that it was ladies' night.
Yeah.
I love seeing other tall people in the building because, you know, you get those looks when you walk around, and I'm only like 6 feet. So I can only imagine when Imani walks around how she can command a room. And like, it's just amazing because
I don't even want to see those pictures.
She was tall for real. Like, she was tall.
But it was a beautiful thing because I feel like a lot of those images you don't get to see. Of course, I'm a film and media major, so like I know a lot about how like America has
You know
pushed.
what's crazy?
What?
She walk in her house, she ain't the tallest person in the house.
That's even crazier.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
She's not even the tallest person in her house.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's I couldn't imagine being that tall. I mean, just like, there's so many opportunities. You can touch the rim.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. 6'7".
I wish.
She said she
but
was 6'7" at 13.
unguardable. Well,
Can you imagine in middle school?
well, she told us a different story, but I would think that's to be unguardable. Like, imagine
Right.
volleyball. Like you can probably be able to get a ball past her. Any type of, I wish. Blessing, I wish. But yeah, I learned a lot. I think also, just seeing that, having that image like perpetrated out there in the media, I think is a good thing because like, you know, I like it's great to learn that like I wasn't the only one who struggled with jeans growing up. Like things aren't made for tall people out there, especially tall women. Like tall women, it's a bit of a struggle because half the clothes they make for us are like ugly. If you want to put on a dress, it's too short, and you know your mama ain't gonna let you walk out like that.
And she's 6'7", she probably wearing more board clothes.
Well, like she said, she couldn't wear jeans for the longest.
It's Capri season.
Yeah, it's Capri season.
Good thing they're back in style.
Be like, man, it's cold.
Yeah.
My ankles are cold.
Yeah.
I had to get a bunch of sweats.
But I'm learning a lot from you guys as well as the summer winds down. Hopefully, I can leave a few tips for y'all.
Yeah, you gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 'cause you got Glaze turned out on that
Girl,
that film app.
You should have never gave me that app.
Yeah, let me tell you. So now my job become, man, let me shoot a video and send it to Glaze.
And he go, man, you gotta shoot it sideways, man.
Yeah, I got caught up the other day. I got caught up, man.
I'll be like, you gotta shoot it sideways, man.
I know now.
You can't mess up the orientation, or you got to do some awkward zooms. You got to cut, and then it looks grainy. It just don't look
Listen,
right.
so I was trying to play with the app. I say, I'm gonna leave it to them over there. Nah, that's not.
And
my
I don't even
job.
know. So she doing things I still gotta learn from before you leave. But
like that's not my job.
Hopefully, I can send you some high grade stuff from school because you know they got all the equipment.
I'm gonna start really slipping.
Now you know what I said. I got a very nice Kodak and a Canon in
Kodak, Canon, which one?
both.
Oh, you got
in
two.
the drawer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get me one like the little microphone because that's what everybody.
Just get a road
uses.
mic. A road mic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Put it on top.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, road mic.
I mean,
I mean, there's different. I mean, you got to play with it. Like Rode can be crazy expensive sometimes, but like there's also like other little brands. But like a Rode mic, put it on top. Even people be sleeping on Apple because like these iPhones. Like I used it as a sound booth for one of my things because you know. In college, you wait till the last minute. You can't get into the audio equipment, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I sat under a blanket with my Apple phone, and I recorded my voiceover for a video commentary. Like, it's crazy with this
I told
technology.
May I didn't know how good the phones were until I'm sitting out there when I was interviewing Odell Beckham, and I was sitting there, and it was they had a cement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were doing some work.
Bang,
Bang,
I was like,
that.
man, it's gonna be the worst sounding thing
Kennedy,
ever.
You know what I learned about you?
What'd you learn about me?
I didn't know you went to Ron Clark Academy.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
You went to Ron?
I just don't usually talk about it because it's so much embarrassing footage.
So you was one of them turn-up kids.
Look, I was a guinea pig for that turn-up explosion. I think the Ron Clark Academy is a great school.
It is?
Yeah.
So that's the footage of you out there, what you said.
Look. Listen what I say.
I know your people. Let me find that footage.
Let's say Ron Clark Academy has great intentions, and I think when I first went there, it was a really great experience. The school is definitely different now. Like, I don't know how to speak on it now because I just come in the door. I don't recognize a lot of people there. Teachers that have taught me are like different, but I think the opportunities it gave me was a blessing. There's a few things that I would change, of course, but all in all.
But when you see the turn-up videos, like that first day of school video.
Yeah, it's so different, though. Like,
man,
for me,
listen.
like, for us, like that, we did that on Fridays. Like, we had something,
your
one
mama
thing.
Your mom said we can get that footage.
No, we can't. Like, it's so different. Like, I think it's a great thing to teach kids how to learn, like, through music and song. But, like, coming through college now and learning how, like, that's just a trend of, like, people of color. And then, like, that bothers me now.
Okay,
so,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
so when we first went there, it was all about, like, learning and using music as a fundamental tool. But now, sometimes I look at it and I'm just like, ooh. And it's the look, too. Because Mr. Clark is a great man. I love, like, his intentions. Right. But when you look at it for face value, somebody who may be in Vermont or Wyoming, somewhere else, you look at it as a white man, and he had all these little black kids dancing on TV. And I'm just like, we got to sell it more. We got to sell more of the education.
But he be turning up right with them.
Okay.
How long do it take him to learn these dance routines? Clearly he got rhythm.
He got a little rhythm, yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be nothing to them little kids because they be turned for real.
Like, I'm telling you, listen, that first day of school video when they coming down the runway and oh man,
it's a production. I
want to go to school. I'd be like, oh yeah.
They have teacher training days and stuff. You can go visit, get slide certified, all that. It's a lot now.
I don't want to do all that. I just want to go. I just want to go for the first day so I can turn. I just want to come down the runway and do my little hit them folk and whatever else they be doing.
It's a lot, yeah. Because imagine that first day is every day.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
For real?
They
do that more than just the first day of school?
Yeah. Like I said, there's teacher training days. They'll have 100 and something odd teachers coming through the building. Those kids go to work. They put on a show, like not a show per se, but yeah, they're performing and they're doing these dances and they're trying to get people turned up. The faculty themselves also work really hard. I mean, imagine being a teacher for that school. And you got to travel and you got to get your grades and it's a lot. It's a lot, but everything, all the intentions over there is a great school. I think the exposure those kids get is amazing. Just hopefully that they take, once you graduate RCA, I like wanting to see that, they go out and do bigger and better things. Because sometimes you can get caught. I have a couple friends who got caught and just, went back to Langston. I'm like, you can't do all that singing and dancing and then you just go back to something that you could have done if you went anywhere else. Like that school gives you experiences to get out. Nothing wrong with Langston and all the schools I would have been zoned for. I'm just saying those kids go through a lot. Don't take that experience and not do anything with it. Wow. Especially when you have kids out here who go to Langston and do bigger and better things than, you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey man, so look at you. So you gonna represent Wednesday?
Of course, hold on. Now I gotta look.
I already got the email. Say you good.
Oh Lord.
We'll call.
Yeah.
Shout out to Imani, Boyette. Thank you. It's just an interesting story. Mom, brother, and husband.
All professionals.
Lilian Abdelmalek. Thanks for coming through. Been working with great athletes for a while. Doing her thing.
She gonna get that facility real soon. I can see it.
Oh yeah, she gonna really.
Yeah.
At 5'1", 2. Yeah. It was funny. That picture looks funny with the 6'7" and 5'2" together.
Hey man, somebody say Odell Beckham hurt his knee tonight.
Yeah, he sprained it. Thank you, Prime, for sitting in today on a Monday.
Oh, they just already say he's superhuman. MRA came back negative.
So Prime had to sit in. He doing double duty this week. He looked tired already. He did wear the polo today, so we give him credit.
We did it for Tony Hartnett.
Thank you, Kennedy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mace.
Appreciate it, dog.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.